Assalamualaikum and hello everyone. To manage and conserve wildlife populations, people need to have adequate understanding of animal behavior. We need to understand how different animals react to different situations. When we, human beings, become aware on increasing knowledge of behavior of specific species, it may help in saving endangered species from extinction. In this topic, you will learn about what is animal behavior, what are the types of animal behavior, why is knowledge of animal behavior important in wildlife management. What crosses your mind when people ask you about animal behavior? Perhaps you will think of a bird grooming its feathers, a spider spinning its web and scaring food items, or maybe a tiger stalking and chasing for its prey. Animal behavior refers to everything animals do, including movement and other activities and underlying mental processes. Animal behavior is a combination of animals' biology and psychology. The scientific study of animal behavior is known as ethology. Animal behavior can be divided into two, which are innate behavior or instinctive, and also learned behavior. Let's understand what innate behavior means. Innate behaviors are programmed into an animal at a genetic level with little or no environmental influence. The behavior is fully developed from its animal's birth. These are behaviors that occur naturally in all members of species whenever they are exposed to a certain stimulus. Innate behaviors do not have to be learned or practiced. Can you give an example of innate behavior in an animal? A caterpillar making cocoon is an example of innate behavior. The caterpillar don't have to learn how to make the cocoon from the adult, but when it is time for the caterpillar to become pupa, it just knows how to spin its own cocoon. All of these activities are also examples of innate behaviors, such as birds making nests, swimming by fish, spider spinning web, and the ability of turtle hatchlings find their way to the sea. Now, let's move to the second type of behavior, which is learned behavior. Learned behavior comes from experience and is not present in an animal at its birth. It is associated with cognitive ability of animals as animals learn to perform certain tasks. These involve trial and error, memories of past experiences, and observations of others. So, can you give an example of learned behavior in animals? Let's take a look at this video. This video shows Temnothorax albipanus ants doing tandem running. A leader ant in front was teaching a follower ant a route to a new nest, and the follower was learning the route as it follows the leader ant. The follower ants might learn landmarks and other cues along the route to help her remember the path to and from the new nest. This is an example of learned behavior in invertebrates. Invertebrates such as primates, orangutan is known to have prolonged association between mother and offspring. Primatologists believe that the young orangutan have so much to learn from its mother before it can live by itself. Young orangutans learn almost everything from their mother, including where to find food, what to eat, how to eat it, and how to build a proper sleeping nest. There are also other types of animal behavior which can be categorized as habitat selection, migration, territorial, courtship, and social behavior. Territorial behavior usually performed by the males of many species. The males show territorial behavior to claim and defend specific sites against other members. Territories are proclaimed with some combination of visual displays, threats, sounds, and scent. Courtship behavior are performed by some species of animals before mating. For example, in birds, courtship activities include vocalizations, drummings, whistlings of feathers, and dazzling displays of postures, plumage patterns, and colors. In insects, such as this weird-looking Cretonotus jangis, The males of this moth have 4 visible comata at the tip of the abdomen. The function of this comata is to emit pheromone to attract female. These pheromone may increase the likelihood of successful courtship. Another behavior is known as social behavior. It is defined as any interaction between 2 or more animals of the same species. Social animals such as meerkats, bats, ants, and bees live together in groups. What is the benefit of living in group? One of the benefits, for example, in social insects, such as in the colonies of ants and bees, jobs are divided among the members of the group, which is called division of labor. Behavior holds strong implications for wildlife management. Let's take an example of how the knowledge of animal behavior could help in wildlife management. Let's take another example of animal behavior. For example, we know that turtles, such as the critically endangered hawksbill turtle or Panucara, will return to the same beach at the same spot where they were born during the breeding season to lay eggs at night. This is an example of innate behavior in habitat selection of animal. So how can this knowledge help you to manage the turtle population? Yes, we should reduce human activities in areas known as hotspots for turtles to lay eggs. We should also reduce development at the areas so turtles can still land on the beach and lay their eggs without any disturbance. So I hope you now have an idea what animal behavior is, types of animal behavior, and how the knowledge of animal behavior can help in wildlife management. Thank you.